I have two answers. I have an answer of a game that I actually liked, but I just couldn't get into it just because of how trash the game was. And then I have one that I just really wanted to play, but I just couldn't get good at. And the one I tried to play, I just couldn't get good at was Marvel versus Capcom. Like I love Marvel versus Capcom. Like I respect it, and I really gave my best effort to get into it. But man, the way you lose in that game when you first trying to like start off playing and stuff like that, it was very, very demoralizing. Like I was like, bro, I had three different characters, three different whole tries, and just got wiped clean the whole time. Like, bro, come on, man. And then to get perfect in a game like Marvel versus Capcom, like I had three chances to get one hit and lost every time. Like, come on, bro. I remember one time we was playing against our friend Dupree online, and Devin, hyped me up somehow to just like, man, just get the controller, man, just play. You never know what'll happen. I literally and this lets you know how crazy MVC is. I got the controller played. Of course, he perfect me, wiped me out like twice in a row in two different games. We called Dupree and I told him like, hey man, that was me playing the game. He was like, oh, I thought that was Devin. That lets you know how crazy that game is. That people that actually know how to play the game thought that another person that knew how to play the game got perfect two times in a row. You would think somebody would be like, oh, this got to be somebody trash on the sticks. No, like he actually thought it was somebody that actually knew how to play the game that just sat there like a test dummy getting mollywop. So that just lets you know how crazy Marvel versus Capcom is. And I'm running out of time, but basically my other fighting game was basically fighting EX Layer. We played fighting EX Layer, and I was just like, man, this game is fun. I like the character, I like the design. But then every time we played it, we remember like, oh, this is why I don't play this game. Like the online, no lobbies, the Gogi systems, just the strict inputs. Every time we played the game, we was just like, dang, this is why we stopped playing the game. And then we just drop it until we forgot why we dropped it, picked it back up, and was reminded, oh, this is why I dropped it. So I just couldn't get into that because it was just like, man, it's so trash. But my time is up.
I'm gonna just go ahead and keep it real, man. I'm pretty sure I've said this on this podcast before. Y'all have heard me mention this game before. It even had a resurgence. Like, what was it? I don't even remember how it was. 3 years ago with Ultimate Showdown. I Virtua Fighter. I just can't. I don't know, man. I don't know what it is. I just can't get into that game. I've tried. I played VF4 back on PS2. It was cool. I just feel like I could be playing Tekken right now or Soul Calibur or Dead or Alive. And I mean, this is. I hope this ain't like coming off disrespectful with people that love this series, but it just wasn't for me. It just wasn't for me. And before you said, "Oh, you just probably weren't good at it." No, it didn't matter. I didn't even have the urge to want to get good at it. It just, I don't know. It just there's like an oomph to me that Virtua Fighter lacks, as opposed to like Tekken and stuff. And it's very like I'm not gonna say bare bone, but it's like it's really about the basics. You just got your attacks and stuff. It's very like the closest things is just like I probably like actual hand to hand combat, which it just don't really appeal to me. I tried out Ultimate Showdown, and I really gave it a chance. Try to get into it, played it online, and I dropped it probably like soon thereafter. So yeah, it's Virtua Fighter just has never done it for me. And y'all know I've mentioned before, if you've listened to the podcast, I mentioned the moon jumping. I'm not a fan of the moon jumping. I'm not a fan of like getting to the edge of the stage and blocking something and just getting wrung out. Not even getting like knocked off the stage. Like, just slip off the stage. I just don't like that. And it's something about the character models is still kind of just like not up to par with something like Tekken. So I'm not gonna try to.
Could
I'm
use
not
an
gonna try.
upgrade.
Yeah, that's why I hope if VF6 comes out soon and it really gets a overhaul on just like everything in general. But yeah, I'm not gonna beat that horse too much because I've said it before on the podcast. Game I tried but just can't get into Virtual Fighter.
I can't really think of a whole lot of games that I've played where I was like, oh, fighting games where I was like, oh, well, you know what? I just can't get into that, except for one specific, and it's probably a game that nobody cares about, nobody nobody plays, nobody's playing now. It's Naruto Rise of Ninja. Like I played that game like it was on Xbox 360, and I think one of my buddy wanted to play that, and I was like, all right, let's try it out. and I was playing. I was like, bro. I don't like the way the characters move. I don't like the way the moves are executed. I don't even really like the way that I'm not even really sure I like the way the character model. It's even the way the character models moved, just their stances and stuff didn't look right to me. Like I liked Zabuza. Like Zabuza was like my favorite character in Naruto at the time. And I wanted to use Zabuza, and I just felt like, okay, I understand he's got like a big sword and he's supposed to be like a slow kind of character, I guess. But I played Naruto Ultimate Ninja on the PS2, and he was a lot quicker and a lot cooler. His stance was better in Ultimate Ninja, and then you get to Rise of Ninja, and it's just like, wow, what is this? I was just disgusted. I'm like, bro, this is, and then plus you're trying to play it on an Xbox 360 D-pad. It was just like the worst of both worlds, man. I did not have fun with that game at all. I legitimately I gave it a try, but it just didn't work out. Uh, Honorable mention would be that Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe game that came out all those years ago, because that game was trash.
It was kind of rough. I ain't gonna lie.
This man MC Amazing out here committing blasphemy on a traditional fighting game podcast, talking about a non-traditional fighting game. They gonna light you up for that. But
What non-traditional fighting game?
Rise of Ninja. But